op weg naar het huis. Naar huis. Home. Free. It's not really hot, but it's warm enough. Warm enough to change the clothes. Still wearing my trousers, the long one. My shoes, of course, but I changed to another shirt. Changed to the sleeveless shirt. Reason, this morning I went in my t-shirt, but it was really warm in there. It's too warm actually, so I changed it. So this morning the conversation was about bike safety and what we're used to in Holland and what not. About traffic rules. We have some rules about traffic and who goes first and who not. I told you about the shark teeth. When you have shark teeth pointing with the triangle down, you have to stop. You have to give the other one way. So they will go before you can go. Of course we do have traffic lights, red, orange and green. What normally happens is when it's green you can go. When it turns orange, it's the middle light, you're supposed to, when you can, stop when the orange is going to change to red. And red means stop, of course. The other part are sort of traffic lights, that's with little LED on the side. And that's a sort of countdown countdown clock. This clock of these LED lights inform you when the traffic light is from red to green. So when it's green it goes to orange and then red, but when it's changed to red to green there's no orange in the middle. It will skip from red to orange. Well, the nice part is with the LED indicators, that's only on bicycle path, on bicycle traffic lights, you can see how much time it does take. It counts down, starts with a lot of LED lights, and every time it gets less lights, time gets shorter. Sometimes it stays lit for a while nearly near the bottom. Let's say for instance from the top to the half it goes very fast and slows down, and then sometimes the LED lights stand still. Well, and then they go off and the traffic lights goes on green. Very nice indeed. Well, and of course when it's green you can go. There are some crossings here in Groningen, Korrewegwijk Groningen. There's a traffic lights that is for the bicycles. It's a bit different because the lights are simultaneously going green. So you get from 4 directions your bikes. Sometimes a bit of a mess, but all you have to do basically is follow traffic rules. It's green, okay, but then you have on the street in front of where you are coming, one side has shark teeth, voorrangs, haaientanden, so you have to give way, but nobody does care about that. Everybody is green and they go on. Not very handy. Oh, that's a silly rule, I think. It's a very busy intersection. Bikers from 4 sides. 20-30 bikes from one side, on the other side, and left and right. You can count on that it's going to be a mess, and mostly the one with the most guts will get in front. We also have in Holland traffic lights with a sort of sensor. You can put your hand on it, and it should be that the sensor knows there is a bike, and the traffic light will, if it can of course, will go green. It's also the same way for pedestrians. Pedestrian crossing with traffic lights, also such thing as a sensor. You put your hand on it or a push button and it will go green if possible. And pedestrian crossings, zebra paden, white stripes, are also equipped with noise. That's done for people who are blind, that they know with a certain sound that it's green and it's safe for them to go. Well, that's the traffic rules. I have another rule. That's a rule that every traffic, meaning bicycles, motorcycles, mopeds, cars, trucks, from the right have a right of way. So a car has to stop for a bike to let him through. Not always clear. It used to be different, that only motorized traffic had right of way from the rights, but years ago bicycles and motorcycles and mopeds got that too, and not everybody knows. I don't know how you could not know, but it's possible. Through a few exceptions. That's when you are crossing a sidewalk. You're coming from the right, but you cross a sidewalk in front of you. It's called the uitrit in Dutch. Then you don't have right of way from the right. Many people do not know that. And of course, when you come from a parking space, a parking lot, then you also don't have right of way from the right. Sometimes very difficult to see, but it is what it is. Goed, Dorkwerderbrug. It's a new bridge, fairly new actually. I can go right here. It's fairly bumpy. It should stay dry. I hope so, at least. Not the fiasco from last time. Well, that's about the traffic rules we have in Holland for bikers. Bicycle riding. Other remarks. Bicycles usually get separated from the fast traffic. We have our own bicycle path, and if not necessary, well, you have to go right side of the road, so the traffic can pass you on the left side. So let's look at the map where we can go and will go and must go and have to go and shall go. Let me see. For sake of the battery life, we will go here. I know I don't have any extra batteries with me, so I have to do it with what's in the camera. We'll be alright, I guess. Actually very thankful that I changed clothes and I put on a different shirt, but I'm sweating already. The backpack is not on my back but on the steering wheel, but the harness for the camera are bits of plastic and bits of elastic material, and it sometimes gets warm underneath. I must say, traffic rules I spoke about was only for bikes. For cars and other motorized vehicles there are other rules. Rules about how fast you can and may go, how fast you must go on the highway. On the highway maximum is 120, 130 kilometers an hour, not miles. And some parts are slower, 70, 80, 90. But it's basically because, well, it's too busy. There are on and off ramps, of course, change of directions. Splitting the ways to go from another, well, to another place. And also noise reduction. There are many highways, snelwegen we call it, that are near houses. We tend to build our houses next to the freeway. Now air quality, noise reduction of the tires and car noises. And that's why some tracks, some highways have a lot less speed on them. What I see, I look at other people who are riding bikes to work and home and recreational. A lot fewer bikes and a lot fewer traffic there than in Holland. For example, in Missouri, St. Louis, there is a cyclist who does exactly the same thing as I do. Probably was first, but I didn't know about it. He also drives from home to work. He also drives his afternoon break, drives around. Well, he has a lot less traffic, which I told you in the morning. Very few bikers, occasionally a pedestrian. Now what I sometimes see in his videos, there is no bike lane or the road is busy. Used the option on riding on the sidewalk, and I guess that's a good thing. Not that it's allowed, just not safe to drive on the street. And he is really careful when there is a pedestrian. He will get off his bike, slow very much down. Well, that's really nice of him. I do travel on a normal bike. Just a sturdy 40-year-old heavy bike in Gazelle. The picture on my YouTube channel is from the the first part of the crank. Forgive me, I cannot find the name. Tandwiel, I mean. Where the chain is going over in the front. That's shaped and modeled in a model of a gazelle. So that's why I choose the photo. It's not visible because I have a chain guard on it. It's a closed one. There are white tires on this, 1.5 inch. Normal saddle, fenders, baggage carrier. It's a fairly heavy bike, but when you're on your way it drives like, well, smooth. And the good part is I'm leaning very much in front, so I'm supporting my weight on the saddle in my back and not on my arms. Like on a mountain bike, you rest all your weight on your arms, same as a racing bike. On a single gear, big one in front, small one in the back. No handbrakes, just a brake in the rear. When I stop cycling, pedaling, and I will put the pedals in reverse, I will brake. Well, it's an all-weather bike, so it's raining, sun, snow. I'm always riding on a bike. I do not own a car. Sometimes when I need it, well, I get by train or bus. But shopping, well, shopping is done with the bag and the steering wheel on a baggage carrier behind me, above the rear wheel. And sometimes you just have to drive. 1 or 2 times. I'll take less with you, but it's okay. I'm used to that. It's getting real warm now. Temperature is rising. Sun is coming out. When I saw the weather radar by radar.com, it should be raining in the afternoon and the evening. But that's no problem, because then I'm gonna be sitting inside. No worries. I'm trying road to Adorp, but what I'm trying is to get on the bicycle path where I can go up the bridge you just saw, but I don't know what road I should take. Thank God you don't have smell on the camera. It really stinks like grass, not freshly mown grass, but old grass. and cow dung. Not a very nice smell. So I'm on the bicycle path now. Told you this morning, bicycle paths normally are in this orange-red asphalt. Well, it goes up and we have a little bit of wind. Not too nice. Well, somebody is faster than I am. I'm going slow, deliberately. Why on earth? There's a train coming. From Groningen North to Sauwerd. And with the train to Delfzijl, it will not. It will stop in Sauwerd. When it's the other train, it will go to Roderschool. It will not stop in Sauwerd. It will continue. Just after Sauwerd, there is a split in the railway, and you can go both ways to Sauwerd and the other one to Roderschool. Well, I have to do a break here. Let's park the bike. Put the camera in a different angle. So look around. You stay here. I'll loosen the cam. Well, that's not good. Camera switched off. Battery life enough. Probably hit the on-off button. Well, we have to see what's on. I don't know. It's running again. Well, that was the part going down. Down the stairs. Now I'm driving or cycling where I used to cycle. It's really quiet here. There's one other thing I forgot to mention. This is a bicycle path, different color, just tarmac color, asphalt. But what you notice, there is a dotted line in the middle, indicating that this is a bicycle path for both ways. So I have to expect traffic from the front. Of course they will drive on the right, so I don't have any problems. But it's fairly normal here. Ah, there is a cyclist coming. That's what I meant. It works the same way as a normal road for cars. Dotted line or striped line in the middle. You have to stay on the right of it. Line is thicker here in the corner, probably indicating that it's not a good idea to overtake. A few years ago, when I'm driving now, there used to be a path. A hardened path, actually. It's gone now. Still a path. I don't know where it comes to an end. Probably nowhere. So I have to go back. But it normally would go somewhere. This is new. On a path of seashells, or what's left of it. I'm surprised it's here. Normally the path would end on the cycle path here on the right of this wall, but now changed. Of course, that it's not a wall anymore or a cycle path anymore, just the on-ramp. Well, by the looks of it, it's not daily driven here because all the weeds and other stuff is hanging out, or hanging over it. I'm on the back of the mill. The mill I visited before. I'm on the back of it. Okay, then I know where I am. I knew where I am, but I didn't know I could go past this. Driving a little bit to this side. I have to turn around. I know. Porsche. When I go all the way through here, and I end in Bedum. Other place, other little village. Stupid idea because my back is killing me. But you know what? I have to go on because otherwise I will never go anywhere. continue to the end of this road, there might be a slight possibility that I can cross here underneath. Would be great. I don't know. Let's find out. There's the signs of the ends of the city limit. Speed 60. So you're allowed with your gas. A little bit, not too much. Inside the build-up area, residential area, allowed to cycle, or no, to ride 50 kilometers an hour. Well, let me see where this goes. Somewhere in the woods. Be careful. Well, it's definitely not a cycle path, but when we go somewhere you can walk it, you can ride it. Well, forget it. It's not possible. I have to go back. Damn. Somebody rode a horsey and the horsey made crappy. So, well, that's really not convenient, actually. Going up a bridge, really not my thing. So, I have to go back now. So it will lead to nothing. I have to look it over on the map what is able to do. The path continued, but there were a lot of bushes, material from other trees dumped in front of it, so couldn't continue. So we're going back where I came from. Stupid. It's getting a little bit warm, even in this shirt. And I don't have shorts, of course. I have my long trousers. Not the thickest pants in the world, but warm enough. The 30 zone, repeat of the 30 zone. It's a farmhouse with a lot of roof windows. camera is still rolling. Also a bicycle path here, and a pedestrian walk. This one is much wider. A sign I passed, what was bent, said ga terug. That means go back. Because when you continue, you're driving on the wrong road, in the wrong direction. And sometimes people manage to get on a road, on a freeway, on a highway in the wrong direction. I cannot imagine how that could happen, but it happens. I would be very glad if I got home. I have to sit down. I thought it was doable with my back because when I'm sitting on a bicycle I have less pain than when I'm sitting. Being for a longer time on a bicycle, it does hurt a bit. And carrying my bike down the stairs didn't help either, but not really bright. I feel a little bit stupid. But I only got myself to blame. Not like Fats Domino song, ain't that a shame, no one to blame. Nope, I can blame myself for this. I'm really wondering, every time I come here, there's this land with the grown up grass, big grass, nothing to build on. Like we have enough space. Probably broken the houses down. I never came to building other ones. I expect them in the near future to build something. Because it would be strange if it didn't. Driving through the Molukkenstraat. To go to the right. It's also customary in Holland when you cross the road that you look to the left, no, to the right, to the left, and then to the right again. Or just the way around, to the left, to the right, and then to the left again, before you cross the road. Well, that's it. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.